Hello, this is Dorothy Smith, a close to my heart consultant, and I am continuing to work on the documented papers that I did a previous video on, and I did what I did were the 3 layouts that are shown in the guide that comes with the kit for the Workshops Your Way kit for Documented. So, you know, I had also done a previous video making my little pink bike, and I kind of mentioned that I thought that I would make a layout to go around my bike. And with the colors in this paper, you can see there's a lot of the blush, which is our color of the year until September 1. It goes with my blush bike, and so I decided that's going to be on my page. And so I started going through Pinterest and seeing what some other consultants did, and kind of came up with my own layout, which is really silly because I have a book to do layouts, but I wanted to use big chunks of the pattern paper, that the background and texture paper that had the doors on it, because I absolutely love old doors. And the back side is this, which I used on the previous layout. So this is my chance of getting to use the doors. And since these are old-fashioned doors and the bike is kind of old-fashioned looking, so I thought that that would go well together. So I cut up some pieces here, and this one is a zip strip. These 2 are zip strips, so those are 1/2-inch pieces. And this is the map paper, and they're about 1 inch. Yeah, those are 1-inch pieces. So I'm just going to start putting the papers down. And like I said, I'm just kind of making up my own thing as I go along here. One thing that makes it easy is if I use the photo placement cards, then I'm just cutting a piece that is, so these are 4 by 6, and so the piece that's the mat is 6 1/4 by 4 1/4. So that makes it pretty easy. Okay, so this is one of our dark gray papers. I don't know if it's pewter, or I should have looked at that before. Anyway, I wanted a neutral, and the gray was a nice deep color to go with the deeper colors of this pattern paper. Now this is the ledger paper, which you also saw me use on one of the layouts that had the big pink triangles on it with the little bows. I love this paper, this old brick. Oh, I love that paper. And so this is my chance to use the kind of old-fashioned brick, and I'm just putting it probably about 1 inch or so, maybe 3/4 of an inch from the edge of the paper. And then this big piece of eggplant cardstock. So this is probably so if this is 12 by 12, so this is probably about 3 inches, so it's probably about a 9 by 9 piece. And I'm not going to take it all the way over to the edge. I'm just going to put it so it's about a 1/2 inch or so on this side, just because, no good reason. And then this is going to go right in here. And I do love that all these deep eggplant colors or plums. They're just so rich looking, and they go so beautifully with my pink bike. And so I'm going to put a photo right here. And I'm showing, you know, I don't want it to come up to the edge. I want it to kind of overlap like this. So I'm going to put it like that, and then the bike is going to go right in here. And this is one of the my last three-dimensional wood cutout, and I'm going to put today here. So probably what is a good idea is for me to pop the bike up a little bit. So let me do that. Okay, I went back and checked, and this is pewter. Let me come down just a little bit. So I'm going to pop this up with some dots. Whoops. Took off the paper and left the dot behind. Well, I'm just having a ball here. Things are not sticking where they're supposed to, and they are sticking where they shouldn't. So I have a basket on my finger. I'll put the basket right here. And so I'm gonna put the bike like that. And I did make, which I sort of said I was going to do, or thinking that would be a good idea, is I found a really old stamp that had all these cute little flowers in it. So I am going to color them with my shin hand markers. I stamped them in archival black so that the ink wouldn't run. So you can use watercolor paints or the shin hand markers on them. And I'm just going to use the colors that are in the background and texture papers. And I'll put that little bouquet in my bike basket. Oop, too big. So there's my little bouquet. So that's going to go in my basket. Decorate my bike a little bit. Okay, so that piece is done, and I'll probably put some of the enamel embellishments on it in a minute after I finish this other side. And this stamp is in the current, is it a documented card making or beautiful friendship card making? Anyway, it says there are so many reasons, beautiful reasons to be happy. And it so happens that one of the PML cards that comes with the documented paper has think happy, be happy. So I am going to stamp that in a minute. But first I'm going to put my pieces of paper on. Making it pretty similar to the previous page, but never exact. Okay, let me move these over. So that's going to be like that. And I think I'll do this one like that. I don't know. What was I thinking? I'm not sure. But I like a little of the white brick showing on the other side to make the eggplant stand out. Okay, I didn't put the paying so much attention to the what I was doing on the side that I didn't look at the bottom, and it was not to my satisfaction. Okay, there we go. And then my favorite door paper. So this is going to get stamped and go on this, which I can go ahead and put on there right now. So my titling will be, Today There Are So Many Beautiful Reasons to Be Happy, if you continue the words from one side over to the other. So I'll stamp that in a minute. And then these are for 3x3 photos. Thought I had a ruler in my hand, but apparently I didn't. So I've forgotten a couple of things today. So let me put the my placement holders on there just so I know it's a 3x3. And I had to get a block so I could stamp. I had the ink, but not the block. And so the stamp set is actually from Central Park, and it's a very nice stamp set. So, well, that doesn't show it up very well. Anyway, there are so many reasons to be happy, and there's a nice sunshine and a sunrise, sunset, sunshine, endless summer vibes, and sunshine print, and I don't know, you could use that for grass if you wanted to. Anyway, it's a nice little stamp set. It's actually is for the scrapbooking. It's a Season in Nature stamp for Central Park. Anyway, it's a nice stamp set, and I liked it, and it goes perfectly with this Think Happy, Be Happy PML card. So that's why I went ahead and used it, even though it's from Central Park. That doesn't really make a difference to me. So I'm not exactly sure how good eggplant is going to look stamped on saffron, but it's going to have to do. I just didn't want black on there. Could have put gray. Okay, that's cool. I'm fine with that. And that one's a little bit bigger than the 3.5 by 3.5 pieces that I cut there. So one of the other PML cards is also doors, but I really love this door. And I think I'll put this door here on top of the other doors. Because it looks like it's the kind of door that would be on this old whitewashed brick building. Anyway, I'm going to put some eggplant enamel dots here. Where'd you go? There we go. I think I'll use in this moment and put this down here as a little journaling. Because you have to do your journaling, ladies. And maybe I'll put some more. So I told you I was going to make a page that went around my bike, and there's my page. So hope you liked it. Once again, these are the colors from the documented paper packet. So there's the pewter and eggplant, and then the background and texture papers that come with the documented paper pack. And I will make a list that goes below the video that shows you exactly where you can find all these things if you're interested. And hope you liked it. So now my bike has a place to live and he doesn't have to hang around my office, or she doesn't, without a place to be parked. So anyway, I'm happy with that, and I like all the pink with the doors and the old-fashioned bike. So thank you very much. Y'all take care. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching my video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and visit my blog at .scrapbooking.com.